taking on last year's national champion, the Vanderbilt Commodores. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Commodores will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Lester. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will have first crack at this one. They got an incredibly efficient...
I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the... He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
The whirl and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
This is obviously a quarterback that has had a lot of success here in recent weeks, and you wonder maybe if he's feeling himself just a little bit too much, a little bit too eager here in the opening drive, taking a shot deep down the field he probably shouldn't have, and the defense made him pay for it with the INT.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Aurora. And they get him down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The give on the option. Oh, better look out. Turning it on. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front. Nice execution. Picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Let's take a big view here about Vanderbilt. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Might be changing the route. To the air on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. Bulldozes his way through. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the option. The pitch. Nice move. Create some space. Oh, he's still got more. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and goal. Sends it back in motion. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Commodores! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lester. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Got his man out of the backfield. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. On target over the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Blue Devils are marching down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
He'll do it himself. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. This defense is there again. They keep feeding the back, and he finds no success at all. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Quick strike strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. Getting up close to midfield, gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Goes to the option. The give to the back. After the filthy move, he's got room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Doors!
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A quick pass to the left. Plows through the defense. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got it in the middle. It's best. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
They'll run play action. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete. At the 45 on its way. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pulls it in. It's Best. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line. And the Blue Devils are in the hurry-up. Keeps it on the bootleg. Makes the grab. Knocked down after a short gain, but enough to move those chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
To the air on first down. Takes the easy completion. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. This time they'll go to the running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Up top. Finds a man in the middle. 9-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. They'll give it to Johnson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Quarterback on the keeper. Powers through the defender. And without that spin move, I'm not sure he would have gone very far at all, but a solid pickup on the play. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires into the end zone. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Brought down at the 8-yard line as he took that interception back inside the 10 to set up this offense.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
The screen, and watch out. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. There he goes. He's in open space downfield. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Commodores with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll ride his man on the option. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Commodores pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The Commodores started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Now from inside the red zone. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off the RPO, complete. Touchdown, Vandy! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
The Blue Devils headed quickly to the line. They'll go to the air on second and short. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Firing to the right, complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Just keeps slinging it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space, and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He wants it all. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Swings it out to the flat. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Trying to bully their way in. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man on the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. A very conservative approach here, just taking the knee and heading to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the string. Breaks into the open. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, there's an alley on the left. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has? Run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Try to get it to the edge. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Commodores! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. On the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He'll pitch it. Turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown Doors. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
What I like about this running back is he can do it different ways. He can hurt you running between the tackles. He's got great vision, but he's also got a lot of speed. And I love the fact that this offense can go option. They can trust the quarterback to make the right decision, pitch it out to him wide, and then you see the speed. There's so many different ways in the running game. This guy can hurt you, and you saw it right there on that long, explosive play.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time.
Aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on it, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
The play-action fake. Quickly to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Blue Devils have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. The throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
QB draw. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Blue Devils will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense that time blowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Duke. Fitted in the window for the score. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll keep it on the ground. Picks up the first down. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Setting up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
Caught behind the line. It's Lester. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Now on the option. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The give to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. It's Aurora. He stopped just inside his own 40. They'll mark it at the 39. It'll be fourth down. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Quarterback may change this route. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Commodores back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. Thanks for grab. Touchdown, Vandy. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And Duke has the ball back. Went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his tight end. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Quickly complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. The short hands, it's Lester. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And what?
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen.
He'll off one.
To make a statement to everybody. Fly.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Commodores. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Finds his man on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. The Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's got him in the flat. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
There he goes! And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The Commodores trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And the offense takes control of this football game. Man, I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you at every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Finds space on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They've dominated this football game.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.